All right, what's up, ladies, gentle cars, boys, girls, people of the universe? Today is October 20th, 2025. I took 0 trades today, which means I made a whopping $0, but I've also lost a whopping $0. So, great day today. Price action, not the best. I'll go over what my bias was in the morning, and then we can go from there. All right. So, starting off in the morning, what is our two sides of our liquidity? Because that's how I trade. I mark out liquidity on the buy side, and I mark out liquidity on the sell side, and I react to whatever way the market is fucking going. Okay. So what do we have over here on the buy side? Well, we have buy side liquidity to the left of us, and we also have an unfilled hourly to the left of us as well. What is going on? What is this? Okay, I don't know why I did that. We didn't change contracts today, so I don't know why the hell I did that. But coming into market open, this is what I had, right? I had the unfilled hourly to the left of us, and I also had our buy side liquidity right here. And then below, well, what did I have marked out? I had these lows marked out just in case we wanted to come down, swoop these lows, and continue higher. There was the Asia lows down here, and then an unfilled 4-hour for a value gap just in case we just started displacing through these lows right here. So what I wanted to see at market open, we also created relatively equal highs right here. They actually might have been equal highs. Nope, just relative. This was London high, I believe. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this was London high. So we created damn near equal highs with London highs. So what I wanted to see was a tap into either, come on, this 15-minute fair value gap right here, because this was at our equilibrium point. This 15-minute fair value gap was just way too premium. Here is our equilibrium, right? So this one's way too premium. I would want to see a tap into this 15-minute and continue higher. What? We ended up getting a tap into this 15-minute, and well, right at market open, what do? We just draked to the upside, taking out this buy side right here, taking out London highs, and then also hitting this hourly fair value gap. So from here, I was like, okay, if we can create a 5-minute fair value gap, right? If we have, let's say, just a 5-minute bullish gap open up right here, I can do one of two things. Well, I can wait for price to come down, tap into it, and we can look for longs out of it. Or if we inverse this, I can be like, okay, we're going to go take out all this low resistance liquidity to the left of us. We're rejecting this high time frame fair value gap, right? So that's our high time frame narrative. We have sell side right here. We also have unfilled gaps down here. Asia lows, 4-hour lows, so on and so forth, right? We can then look for shorts if we invalidated this 5-minute bullish gap. So I was playing it one of two ways. Didn't really care if I took longs or shorts. That was just my condition. If it got inversed, I would have entered. And if it got respected, I would have looked for an inversion out of that to target either the internal liquidity right here, or maybe even like some standard deviation, because there was nothing to the left of us besides all-time highs, but all-time highs was about 200 points away. So probably wouldn't have targeted all-time highs. What we did end up doing though, was we did create a 5-minute gap. So from here, I was looking for a mech model or a gap model, and I'll leave the description, or I'll leave the link in the description to that video so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Someone in chat said the 3-minute failed at 9:42. Well, I'll tell you why it failed right now. Here it is. We're rejecting the this entry point right here. Sorry, before I get into that, this entry point to the hourly for value gap is also the entry point to a 15-minute. Dude, why does the... Okay, so I guess we're allergic to the 15-minute time frame in replay right now, so we'll just exclude that. But we did get a 3-minute version right here, rejecting all of those fair value gaps, and the reason it failed was because we were inside of this 4-minute. Okay, so at this point in time, if I wanted to take a mechage, and also this RR was dog shit, it's a 0.3 RR. If I wanted to take this mechage, I would want to see a sweep and a possible SMT, something like this. Sweep of these highs and SMT with DS, and then we can maybe see like a 1 or 2 minute version out of it, and then we can go ahead and target the 5-minute. Well, we just did not end up getting that, and what do we end up doing? Well, we just continued higher and higher and higher, and then what did we do? Well, we then created, I'm not going to go to the 15-minute, but then we created an unfilled 15-minute gap, and we also had a unfilled 5-minute gap right here as well. So we had clear targets. And then what was this entry point? Again, I didn't take this. I forward tested it. It was a 4-minute inversion with damn near a perfect close. Stops at the swing highs. We're still inside the hourly gap. Now, I explained to my live trading. Oh my God. Now, I explained to Discord why I didn't take this trade and why this was a low probable mech, even though we did have clear targets, right? We had all this LR generating, we had unfilled gaps for lowest, and we had a 4-minute inversion, okay? So the reason it was unprobable because this giant rectangle is the hourly fair value gap, right? And we see no rejection of it whatsoever, which means we're probably not bearish on the day, and we're probably not going to retrace. Now, if we weren't rejecting it, and there was, let's say, an unfilled 15-minute gap right here, right? Then there was a reason for us to go higher. Maybe we wanted to tap that 15-minute and then reject it, right? However, there was nothing. There was no 5-minute that was unfilled. There was no 15-minute that was unfilled. All these, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, and the hourly gap were just a giant fucking fair value gap. Here, let me show you real quick. Hopefully it works. Okay, here's the 5-minute. It's actually way bigger than the hourly entry. Right here. And then please tell me the 15 minutes is gonna work. Thank you. Right, and then here's the 15-minute right here. Right, there's nothing in between this gap right here. This is a 120-point invalidation. So price can just reverse at any fucking point in time, or it can just keep going up and up and up. However, if we did have, let's say, an unfilled 15-minute gap at this line right here, and we tapped that and then got the 4-minute inversion, well, that would be a little different, right? Because then it gave us an exact price point as to where price wanted to go, hit, and then reverse or retrace in this scenario, because we would most likely just retrace into that 15-minute and then continue higher. But since it was just a giant fucking hourly fair value gap and there was no exact price point where price wanted to reverse, I've seen this before, and this is very discretionary, where we're just going to go inside of the gap, probably hit CE of it, inverse just a random 3-minute or 4-minute inversion, and then continue higher and stopping all those people out that entered off this. And that's, well, it's exactly what happened today. And I told Discord that right as we got the close right here, I said, watch, we're probably going to get stopped out of this, and that's why I forward tested it. However, if you guys did take the trade, your break-even point would be these 5-minute internal lows. But like I said, there was no exact price point for price to hit and then to reverse off of, right? Like I said, if there was, one more time, if you guys are still not understanding, if there was, let's say, maybe like a 5-minute gap right here, and then we had a 15-minute gap unfilled right above it, we could look for shorts from there, because then it would give us further confirmation. But all we have is this hourly gap that's not getting rejected off of, so we have no fucking confirmation that price wants to reverse or retrace, right? You can do one or the other. After I forward tested this and ended up getting stopped out, I told Discord that was it, and I'm done for the day, because the only way I was trading today was to see a move lower, tap this 15-minute, sweep out all this LR, and then we can continue higher. But that was just way too much to ask for, and I didn't feel like sitting on the charts. And if you look at the price right now, we didn't even retrace at all. We're just still continuing higher and higher and higher. So that is the market recap for today. Today, again, is 10/20/2025. If you guys do want to up your allocation, check out Lucid Trades. Use code LoeGpa. 35% off, no activation fee. It's $87 all in for a 50K funded. So super solid. Go check that out. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments or at me in the Discord. And I'll catch y'all boys tomorrow.